My first year going to camp was in 1978, which was the second year of the California camp. The camp starting in 1977, I think really made an impact here in Southern California because before that, different congregations would get together, but not as a group. You'd have your localized churches, but not the universal church coming together. And you gain a lot of encouragement from that.
This is a really big family that you're in. When you're a part of this Christian family, when you go to camp, you meet more of those family members. And I think that's just so important in life from a young age.
People are seeing it as a wonderful opportunity to come together socially with fellow Christians to create camp, which is a place where Christian kids can go and have a wonderful week without outside worldly influences.
We were there to support each other, we were there to talk with each other, to get to know each other so we can build those bonds for the future.
And we get so many kids up there just saying how they were able to relax and be themselves because everybody else is the same way.
Throughout life, as they go on their road, they know they always have a sister to call. They can always call, text, whatever it may be. And I think that's just so important in life from a young age. I got my life right with the Lord a few years ago, and to see that there's part of my life that was always there that I turned away from was there for me to go right back to. And those foundations as a camper I can still use as a counselor.
Being there as a camper and talking to the camp friends, they really inspired me to branch out, to learn more about, not only about God's Word, but to learn more about being a guide for people in just everyday life, being a light.
The first night of camp was the first devotional I've ever led before, and one of our girls in the cabin decided to get baptized that night. We actually had 2 girls baptized in our cabin at camp, and then last week I got a text from Megan, another one got baptized as well a week later. So being a part of that was just priceless.
And there's just comfort, and in that comfort we find joy and we find security, and we're ready to relax and rest and move on again.
Thinking about how I can be able to uplift and spiritually edify some of these young women at camp, and not only edify them, but it edifies me. And that's just in the big picture what's important.
I'm excited to go back into my last 2 years of camp, because I know that I can be there for the younger campers as a role model, as a support, as a sort of a rock in a way.
I understand that we're all just human and we're all having a good goofy time in life as we strive to get to heaven. It was just like the inside jokes and the fun. And as a junior camper, I remember just kind of wandering around and enjoying the situation. A lot of times when we're in the church building, we're not necessarily joking around and having fun and being goofs. Russ Canup doesn't wear a dress to church, but he will at camp. So there's things like that it shows almost the humanity and the fun that you have as a Christian.
One of my favorite memories of camp happened this last year at one of the senior activities. There was a big group of the senior campers who were doing water bottle flips with the camp friends, and everyone was super hyped up and excited and just having fun with each other. And Debbie Giles walks over and gives it a try. Everyone in the entire dining hall exploded with excitement and laughter, and it was one of the greatest moments at camp.
From being a camper and being all excited and going to camp, to when I was a senior camper, to when I became a counselor, then becoming a director, to then seeing the camp flourish. So now here 40 years later, we are still running the SoCal Camp. And things have changed, but it's still the same camp.
It's 40 years of camp, but it's like really how different is camp? If you think about it over the 40 years, it's really not that different.
Diane wrote on my Facebook wall when I said we were going to camp, how proud Mabel would have been. And that really means a lot.
From the friendships, the relationships, they're still standing today. You know, that's the awesome part about it was the friends and the people that I met, you know, as a camper. I'm still in close friendship and relationship with those same people.
When I look back on my 10-year-old self and just the joy I had of showing up at camp and all the newness, to growing up where I looked every week for camp, and then to go to Florida College and come back as a camp friend, and then to be a counselor and to work with wonderful people I'd always admired. And then now to be the director with my husband and sharing my love of camp with somebody I love, and my whole family's involved. It's just such an honor to be here at the 40th year and to be giving back all that joy that I've received to the campers and to the future of the Hutchinson Bell.